Smart audience for my persuasive speech. Think about the last time you used a plastic bag or straw. You probably used it for only a few minutes, but that same plastic could stay in the environment for hundreds of years. In fact, many of us use these items without even noticing because they've become such a normal part of our daily routines. What seems small in the moment adds up quickly when millions of people are using single-use plastics every single day. Not only do these plastics pollute our land and water, but their production also contributes to greenhouse gas emissions, which accelerate global warming. Today, I want to persuade you to help the environment by stopping the use of single-use plastics. This is not just an environmental issue, but also a social responsibility that affects people and communities around the world. After researching trusted environmental sources, such as National Geographic, the University of Colorado, the Natural Resource Defense Council, and Seagoing Green, I am confident in explaining why this issue matters. Let's begin by looking at the problem. Single-use plastics are harming the planet. They may seem harmless because they are small and easy to throw away, but their impact is much larger than we often realize. Single-use plastics are used briefly but last for centuries. According to National Geographic, plastic bags, bottles, and wrappers are designed for convenience but can take hundreds of years to break down. This means that plastic we use today could still be around long after our lifetime. These plastics often end up in landfills, rivers, and oceans instead of being recycled. Once plastic enters these environments, it becomes very difficult to remove and continues to cause damage. In addition, producing these plastics requires burning fossil fuels, which releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere and worsens global warming. Plastic pollution is a global issue. As stated by the University of Colorado, about 9 out of every 10 pieces of plastic are never recycled and instead become pollution. This statistic shows that recycling alone is not solving the problem. This shows that our current plastic use is not sustainable on a global scale. Countries all over the world are dealing with the same issue, which proves this is a worldwide problem, not just a local one. Plastic pollution is harmful to animals and humans. According to National Geographic, animals such as turtles, birds, and fish can choke on plastic or become tangled in it. Many animals mistake plastic for food, which can cause injury, starvation, or death. The University of Colorado also explains that microplastics, which are tiny pieces of plastic that result from the breakdown of larger plastic items, have been found in food and drinking water, which raises concerns about human health. This shows that plastic pollution does not just affect wildlife, but also affects us directly. Now that we understand the problem, let's look at what causes it. There are several reasons why single-use plastic is so common. Understanding the causes is important because it helps us see why the problem continues to grow. One major cause of single-use plastic use is convenience culture. According to the NRDC, plastic is lightweight, inexpensive, and easy to use, which causes people to rely on it without thinking about long-term consequences. Many people choose plastic because it is quick and readily available, not because it is the best option. Another cause of plastic pollution is the overuse of plastic by companies. As stated by Seagoing Green, many companies rely on plastic packaging because it costs less than sustainable alternatives. This results in large amounts of plastic being produced and distributed every day. A third cause of the problem is ineffective recycling systems. According to National Geographic, many plastics cannot be recycled or are contaminated, which makes recycling an unreliable solution. This leads people to believe they are helping by recycling, when in reality much of that plastic still becomes waste. Since the causes are clear, let's talk about how we can solve this problem. Reducing single-use plastics and switching to sustainable alternatives is the best solution. This solution focuses on preventing plastic waste instead of trying to clean it up after it already exists. This solution will work by changing daily habits and policies. Individuals can switch to reusable bags, bottles, and containers instead of disposable plastics. These small changes may not seem significant at first, but they can make a big difference over time. Governments and businesses can limit plastic use through bans, fees, or incentives, as explained by the NRDC. These policies encourage people and companies to choose more sustainable options. This solution is practical and realistic. According to the University of Colorado, cities that have reduced plastic bag use have seen less litter and waste. This proves that reducing plastic use actually works in real-life situations. Reusable items are affordable, widely available, and easy to adopt into daily life. Many people already own reusable items and simply need to make using them a habit. Other solutions have not been as effective. Recycling alone has failed because most plastic is not recyclable, according to National Geographic. Cleanup efforts had helped temporarily, but do not stop plastic from being produced. While cleanups are helpful, they do not address the root of the problem. Reducing plastic use works better because it prevents pollution before it starts. Prevention is the most effective way to protect the environment long term. Let's conclude by reviewing why this matters. Single-use plastics are a serious social and environmental problem, but reducing their use can help protect our planet. This issue affects wildlife, ecosystems, and human health across the world. It also helps combat climate change by reducing the carbon emissions produced during plastic manufacturing. Today, I explained the problem of plastic pollution, the causes behind it, and realistic solutions that we can implement. Each of these points shows why change is necessary and possible. I encourage you to start making small changes by using reusable items, avoiding single-use plastics, and supporting policies that promote sustainability, because these choices can help protect the environment for future generations. If we all take responsibility, even small actions can lead to meaningful change.